and play some fucking Call of Cthulhu for the first time. I'm pumped.
There's nothing like having to work on a house or a yard to make you appreciate an apartment sometimes.
Yeah, it's very mixed. It's gonna be love-hate. Like once we actually get the fence up and I can like landscape the backyard and make it into a backyard to like hang out in, it'll be so fucking worth it. But in the interim, it's a huge pain in my ass.
Yeah, I mean, at least you know you're working towards a goal.
Oh, for sure. I really can't complain. Like it's a huge task and it's like not like it's not easy. But also it's gonna be fucking sick. And I'm super thankful that I don't have to work on a bunch of shit inside of my house and I can actually focus on the yard. So
Nice, nice.
Hello, all. Hope you guys have had a good week or two.
Definitely entertaining.
never a dull moment.
Oh, Bigfoot update. I saw a thing that Bigfoot fur is translucent, and so it allows him to pull the predator move to mix in with the background.
Yeah, I actually mentioned that how Predator, I mean, not Predator, but Bigfoot supposedly has like a weird like hair follicle situation where he can like bend light, which mimics like basically the Predator's cloaking ability. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty. I went pretty hard in the paint there. I've heard some more weird shit though. I'm gonna definitely have to do another update. Like, people just start sending me weird Bigfoot stories. It's kind of cool.
It's almost like there's a reason there's so many podcasts and articles on Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's usually a good time fucking getting her done. Well,
I'm just waiting for Anthony, and then we will be good. Did anybody have any last minute housekeeping they wanted to go over?
I'm just like so. I printed out the document you sent me, so I'm kind of rolling old school here, and so are we starting at like a like my luck has a 50 that is circled? Is that where I'm currently at? Is that my current points? I assume like hit
Yes.
points. Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
That's your lucky score. So if I ask for a luck roll, that's what you're rolling against. At the beginning of each session, since we're going with the you can burn luck rule, then before the next session, we'll do a luck check. Where that D100 you roll, you want to get higher than what your luck score is, and then you can add luck.
Okay. So and like as far as like magic points and hit points or whatever, that's just where they are now. That's not like a maximum. Like that's just where they are at currently. Like
The magic points, I believe, are based off your POW score or willpower, and completely irrelevant to this, but you would earn them back. I think it's like 1 hour in game for one magic point. Your HP, that's going to be your max HP. And with that one, if you lose HP points, it takes 1 day in game to get 1 point back, unless you have a major wound, and then it takes a week to get any HP back because you're severely hurt.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar now. I kind of spaced off. We talked about it, but that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and unless you deal with it all the time, it's easy to slip the mind. And those luck points, when I say you can burn them, I mean, uh, say you're trying to do a strength roll and you need a 70 and you roll a 76, you can burn 6 points to get it down to success. You can use them to go from a regular success to a hard success or an extreme success if you have the points or you want to make sure you get your bonus. The only things that cannot be used on are luck rolls. So what your luck is what your luck is. A push roll. So if you decide that I'm going to try to do something else to let me re-roll against this challenge again, then you have to accept whatever fate the dice give you. You can't force success. Opposed rolls, I believe you can't. I know you can't push. I don't think you can use luck on. Perhaps you can. And damage, you can't use luck points or sanity
No,
rolls. Not
no luck
opposed.
on a
Sanity.
yeah, no luck on a push roll confirmed. Pushing the
Alright.
roll is the shit until you fail or fumble on it, and then it gets real bad real quick. But
I'm sure you guys will like just keep me on my toes. So in game, this is I've never actually played this system before, so
I've just been listening to that Time for Chaos, and
it's
I
so
like it.
good.
I like it better than the Dungeons and Daddies because it's comedic, but it doesn't take out the game.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Like,
They keep a very serious tone, but they lace it with such good, like witty humor, and they're all like really good at improvisational actors and everything. And
Is
oh
it
god,
Troy that DMs that?
yeah, Troy runs it, and then it's actually nobody from like the original Glass Cannon.
Really?
which he was
It's
by
Ross
choice.
Bryant. Ross
I
Bryant, who's like an
love Ross
actor and
Bryant.
comedian. He's fucking incredible. He's on all kinds of different like
He
D&D
does.
like themed shows and shit like that.
He's
Um,
also on a lot of Dropout programming,
yeah,
where him and his improv Shakespeare group did an entire improv play on Game Changer or Make Some Noise. I forget which program. He can sing, and he's actually about as intelligent as Brendan Lee Mulligan. He just doesn't.
his
Uh,
monologues, dude, they're so good. Just wait until he gets deeper into playing Vaughn. Uh, oh my god, there's are his scenes in like toward the end of the first season going into they're now in season 4, and like his scenes by the end of the first season through the rest of the campaign so far are just so fucking good, and
I'm
he
on
drops
the
into that like time period so well.
I'm on the third or fourth episode of season 2, and
Oh
yeah,
god, I want to re-listen
hearing
to it
him
now. I've been
hearing him
listening to
go into
season
that
4.
deep Catholic.
Yeah, man, he can recite such incredible like scripture or sections out of books. It's like he has this weird almost photographic memory, and he can just like pull the page whenever he needs to and read the entire thing verbatim. But he just his delivery is so goddamn good. But that campaign is fantastic. I've listened to the whole thing twice now, and this is technically like my third time, and I'm listening to it as season 4 is coming out. And I kind of want to just restart it now that we're playing this because it gets me in the fucking zone for something like this. I'm so excited to
Yeah.
play.
How many episodes are there in a season, and how long are they?
The
The
episodes are usually like 2 to 3 hours, depending.
the first
It's
season was 20 episodes, with episode 1 actually being a session 0. Uh, I would say, yeah, hour and a half to 2-ish hours per episode, except for the end of season 1, because he said, you know what? Fucking finishing today.
Yeah.
I just feel like before, like I could never listen to podcasts like, like Critical Role or anything, just because I could never. It was so intimidating trying to put out so much time, like listening to it, and I just could never commit. But I'm running. I can definitely listen to stuff now. So
Oh yeah, dude,
Well,
you'd like this one, and it's a much quicker like listen through. Like Giant Slayer's a fucking chore. It's over 300 episodes, and all the episodes are like 2 to 5 hours. Um, but Time for Chaos is a lot more digestible, and you'll love the setting and the way that Troy runs it. And it's a gruesome, dark, heavy campaign, but the humor is so like perfectly timed.
like, that's what took me out of Dungeons and Daddies is they don't care about the story, it feels like, as long as they can make a joke.
Yeah, their
Whereas,
campaign is based on chaos. It's basically, here's 4 chaos goblins and a DM that doesn't tell you no. See where it goes. And that's why they end up like fighting God half the time.
because it's not what's the smart play, it's what's going to get the most laughs. And it's funny, and they're all in on it, which is what makes it okay. But
Yeah,
when I'm
I like that
listening
it
and I'm
comes out
like,
every like 2 weeks. It's not something I need all the time.
okay, if Locris was out there, how would he be? And half the time he would have killed the entire party.
yeah, I love Troy LaValle and his just style. It's so good.
I mean, just picture Troy, except now you've put him in Massachusetts where he's from and given him a a darker, more gruesome, more gritty campaign where he does actually get to kill people with like 1 or 2 hits mercilessly, and he can use all types of fucking crazy HP Lovecraftian monsters, and then extrapolate that to a campaign that literally takes them to different locations all over the world trying to stop cultists. You would fucking love it. Like
Epic.
it might be above Giant Slayer in my and
Don't you
and
dare.
I definitely put it above Androids and Aliens, and that's saying something because I love that one.
I still got to finish Giant Slayer, but yeah, I mean, this seems a little more easy to kind of get into, a little more manageable in terms of like episodes.
For sure. Yeah. Um I think Time for Chaos is my number one, if not number two. It's kind of floating between the two for all of their content.
I don't
Right,
know,
so
man. I think
Anthony's.
the wizard, the witch, and the wild one was probably. I mean, it was just scored so beautifully. Like the sound effects, the music, like and on top of it, it's Brendan Lee Mulligan telling DM in the situation. But fuck, dude, like that was an amazing experience. I'll say because yeah, fuck, you don't. I've never heard stuff like that before. Not scored that well. Going through this like really elaborate kind of kick-ass world that they built. It's got a very anime type of feel. You know what I mean? Dude, it's fucking pretty good. That's probably, and it's only, I mean, the hour. I mean, it's like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hour and a half episodes, but there's only like 25 of them or so. It's like not super impressive, you know what I mean, compared to the hundreds and hundreds of 3 and 4 and 5 hour episodes that like Critical Role has out there.
Yeah, like once you start saying like 3 to 5 like hour like episodes, like that's insane to me. Like I don't see how anyone could get through that.
So the key is like my work. You know, I'm in a loud warehouse where it's either like tools or air compressors that are going on. So for 8 hours a day, I'm in a set of headphones, and you can only play the same playlist on fucking Spotify so many goddamn times. You know what I
That's fair.
mean? Like,
I'm
so,
right there with you, Sean. I keep an earbud in literally all day. One, because it's loud. Two, because I need something to listen to. I should not be alone with my thoughts. And three, it's just convenient because if somebody calls me, it's hands free, so I can just answer it and like talk on my phone while I'm brewing and shit. But I burn through so much content because you figure like, 10 plus hours a day at work plus the commute to and from. And then usually I get home and I'm working on chores. So I just keep listening to shit while I work on that. I consume a ridiculous amount of content just because I always have an earbud in.
I'm in the
Yeah,
same boat, man.
See,
I
my
picked up
my problem is,
good.
sorry, I like, yeah, I'm like very similar. Obviously, like Dakota and I work in like the same industry, so it's like very similar things. But like, I cannot, like, I'm one of those people that I cannot listen to stuff while I'm like actively working, like, or like, because I'm just a talker. Like, I just love talking to people, so I am just like I cannot like keep focused on an episode or like keep something in my ear.
See, I picked up new headphones, Shocks Open Run. So instead of going in your ear, they just kind of go around, and your ears stay completely open, so I can hear everything around me while I'm listening to music or podcasts. So
Maybe
I've been sitting with people, and when it hits like we go and we play cards with Monica's parents every Friday. Make food, either hot dogs if it's nice outside, or we'll bake a pizza, and then we play a card game called Sheephead. And every once in a while, the conversation just kind of lulls, and we're sitting there in silence. And it's like, God, I wish there was just like something going on in the background. I don't care what it is. I just need noise. And so now with those, I'm able to just like play music on, low, so I can hear people talk. But when it hits that quiet point, I got music playing.
see, like, I feel like that would be helpful. I know there's, technology out there now where like you could be listening to something and then if someone starts talking to you, which is 99% of the time me talking to Dakota when he's either having a phone call or listening to his podcast, I'm usually the one disrupting him. But like it'll like suppress the volume or lower the volume. So like someone's talking to you, you can hear them. That might be helpful.
Yeah, my headphones actually have a setting that does that. Like I can set it to block sound or I can set it to allow sound through so that I basically just have like, you know, a background noise in my headphones, but I can still hear everything. So I just keep it set to that so that like when you guys are talking, usually I just take my headphone out of respect. But like I can usually hear you guys and like have conversations even while it's playing in my ear. But I also it's like easy enough to just reach up and click and like pause it anytime you need to chat. I'm just not a big talker at work. So like
I'm there to do my job, get paid, and go the hell home.
basically, yep.
Not me, man. I just chat fucking everyone's ear off.
I have coworkers like that. I'm friendly with them. That's just that ain't me.
Yeah, I won't start the conversation, but I'll definitely have it.
Yeah, I mean, I primarily work alone. Like there are days where because I work at a dealership, I'll talk to several salespeople, but I don't actually deal with customers much. Like if I don't know, I'm alone most of the day. I'm pretty chatty too, though. Like whenever somebody comes in, just out of respect, I pop my headphones off. But at the same time, I'm like, so rarely does it happen. I'm almost desperate for conversation. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? What's the word? Are you leaving? Okay, okay. I'll see you later. I'm like just like I don't know. I'm like starved for conversation in a day, I guess. So like, I always try to be super friendly to anybody that comes by. It just never really happens. We're talking maybe 15 minutes out of an 8-hour day that I'm not in my headphones.
All right. Well, Anthony, close at 8, said he'd still be even later yet. So why don't we get going and he can jump in and just pretend like he was there. So we can at least get the introduction going.
I love I'm gonna say like all of our like little pictures here, looking at the chat of our characters I love how they're just all black and white.
Yeah, just about.
Except for
Yeah,
Gladiator.
And then,
I'll change mine.
Oh, Alec, not Gladiator. Gladiator's gone. We're done.
It's like, Jesus, man, wrong fucking campaign. Get it together.
Listen,
quit living in the past, okay?
I'm a private investigator. I
How
found this
much
lizard guy.
How much would the a bunch of dudes in the 20s fucking shit their pants if a giant golden lizard
giant
showed
dragon.
up with fucking just straight up like medieval armor and like glowing magical weapons and breathing fire and shit? Like that could potentially be some Cthulhu shit. That would be fucked up.
Yeah,
That's why there's a
see you
sanity
anyway.
roll.
So
That's
can
when
see
you
him.
roll sanity.
Exactly.
Sorry, I've been lurking for like the past 20 minutes. I was trying to finish up work stuff so I could relax and enjoy this Call of Cthulhu.
All right. It is a cool Monday morning on February 23rd, 1925, because somebody decided to look at the calendar after setting a date and, of course, pick a freaking Sunday. About a week ago, you received a letter at your office from a Mr. Walter Dodge of Dodge Brothers Law Firm out of Gamwell, Massachusetts. The letter informed you about the disappearance of a Mr. Arthur Cornway, one of their clients. For one reason or another, you decided to at least meet with the brothers to get more details about the case, as well as discuss pay. For those who looked into the law firm, it only reveals that they are a tiny, mainly representing the Gamwell area, but that they are respectable. Any investigating into Arthur Cornway turns up that he is highly successful and respected in his field. His obsession with lost tribes and civilizations has made him a bit of a recluse. With these facts, you find yourself traveling along an unending road. Along both sides sit barren fields. During warmer weather, these fields are full of corn stalks, pumpkin patches, tall hay grass, and tomato bushes. Today it is bare brown dirt, with patches of melting snow from the storm that came through a few days ago. Occasionally you see large farmhouses to break up the horizon. Given the sporadic appearance of horses and cows is a welcome sight and the monotony of the scenery. Eventually you enter the town of Gamwell. Even though it is 9:45 in the morning, there is a sort of settled serenity as you drive through town. As you pass the diner, you can see a few old men sitting at adjoining tables, drinking their coffee as they solve the problems of the world. Driving past a grocery store rewards you with a mother carrying a young child that is so bundled up that you can't even be certain that a child is in there. Next door to the sheriff's station is a two-story brick building. Double glass doors face out with a large window on either side, allowing a full view inside when the blinds are open. On the door reads Dodge Brothers Law Firm, with Reginald Dodge, Walter Dodge, and Herbert Dodge listed underneath. Pulling up in front of this door is first going to be Jimothy Dove, as he steps out of his car to enter into the building. Will, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am playing Jimothy Dove, private investigator out of Salem, Massachusetts. It's kind of where he resides with his family, his wife Marguerite and Audrey, his daughter. Um, and Jimothy has kind of spent a lot of his life just adult life working as an adult or an adult, kind of a private investigator, taking on a lot of surveillance missions, missing persons, cheating spouses, insurance fraud, you name it. He's kind of been on the case, and he's a kind of a when I built this guy or was kind of making this guy, I kind of wanted him to resemble almost like a, I don't know, kind of like a. Have any of you guys ever watched Arrested Development?
Oh yes, many times.
Yes.
Yes,
I
sir.
kind of wanted him to be like Ice, the bounty hunter dude. Like he's super serious, but you can't take him seriously. But yeah, yeah, he takes himself seriously. You know what I mean?
Damn, I thought you were going to be playing Gene Parmesan.
No, dude. I mean that's also a missed opportunity there. Gene Parmesan, how you doing? Um, but yeah, he's the guy. Like he's just kind of a little over the top, but serious, not like too crazy. Um, and yes, but he's also kind of got this like uh, this. I kind of wanted him to look like a. Trying to find the picture that I sent originally. He kind of resembles whatchamacallit there. Oh shit, I can't find the picture. But I kind of wanted him to look like almost like a Sylvester Stallone kind of dude. He's kind of a bulkier guy, older, 51 years old, and just very. He's built pretty well, big guy, um, and yeah, he's just kind of been in the area because of a case of someone missing.
Excellent. So, Jimothy, as you
Oh, thanks
exit out your car,
for the picture.
and oh, you're welcome. Upon entering the building, you are welcomed into a small lobby. A coffee pot with mugs and sugar nearby hums along, keeping a half pot warm. 6 chairs line the opposing wall. Between them sits a wooden desk and a low wooden wall to give the illusion of separation between the offices and the lobby. Sitting behind the desk sits a woman who appears to be mid-50s with a dull copper hair intertwined with strands of gray curled around her face. She's wearing a white frilled blouse and a long blue skirt with a matching blazer. On the desk sits a nameplate reading Rosemarie Holloway. She is typing when you enter, and she looks up and greets you with a warm yet practiced smile. Hi, dear. What can I do for you today?
I'm here to see Walter Dodge.
What is your name, please?
Uh, Jimothy. Jimothy Dove.
She takes a look over at her book and yes, you're here as part of that investigation. We're just waiting for a few more members to arrive. If you have a seat in one of our chairs, help yourself to some coffee. It's a little old, but it's still good.
Jimothy will go and kind of look at the pot, maybe kind of stir it around, or yeah, shake it around a little bit to stir it up, and take a small cup of it and take a seat.
As you get your cup of coffee and you turn around, you look along the chairs to figure out which one you want to sit. And one of them is currently occupied. Reed, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah. Okay, so as I'm kind of sitting there, Reed Wright is kind of a young man. He's got, he looks like, he's definitely got the possibly a teenager kind of look, very baby faced, but in fact he is in his like early 20s. Yeah, Reed Wright is clearly a journalist. He's got the note in his cap and the camera strapped around his neck that he's kind of fidgeting with a lot. You see that he's got a pen and a notepad on hand nearby. And as he kind of sits there and fidgets with this camera, Reed Wright is not just any kind of journalist. He specializes in missing person reports. Some of his past work has led authorities and the officials straight to missing persons in various cases. So he's kind of working on a career there, and this is kind of just another step along the way. He sits with maybe a briefcase with some various notes and things, mostly just between his notebook and his camera, fidgets and sits, waiting patiently.
So Jimothy, go sit, and we sit there in awkward silence? Or did you want to RP before I move on?
Uh, Timothy will go and sit down next to him and kind of be looking at his cup of coffee, kind of um, moving it around just to kind of like stir it a little bit and looking at it and kind of give him like a little side eye. Just say, yeah, coffee's a little old. The name's Timothy Dove.
Reed Wright. Yeah, that coffee, let me tell you something, fella. It was old yesterday, too.
You nice camera you got there. What model you got?
Oh, you a camera guy? I wouldn't want to bore you with the details, but anyway, let me introduce myself proper. He fishes in his pocket and pulls out like a business card, and hands it to him. Reed Wright, investigative journalist. Nice to meet you, Jimothy. I imagine we'll be on the same team here shortly.
Yeah, seems like there's some sort of trouble stirred up here. And he'll like trade off, like kind of pull off through his from his trench coat. He'll also a card for Reed Wright. Pass it to him as well. Private investigator. Seems like there's some situation around here.
It's not very often you see a firm hire a private dick. This must be something big.
Yes, I'd say so.
Whatever it is you see, we're about to blow the top off of it.
Only in time. Time will tell.
I take Jimothy's picture with a big flash bulb.
Please, no pictures.
Oh, sorry. I'm
I'll
documenting
throw
everything. Everybody
I'll throw
gets a
my collar
dossier
up,
from here
turn
on out.
away.
After a few moments of, ice-breaking conversation, uh, in walks another gentleman. introducing himself, also getting the same sort of response. In this one, why don't we go with Phineas?
All right. So you guys see a about we'll say like 5'10", slender built man walk in, 3-piece suit, um, well tailored, clearly like a custom fit. Nice little pocket watch and chain hanging off to the side. He carries with him just a small sort of briefcase, and he walks with a cane in his right hand. You can't see exactly, but the handle of the cane looks carved, like hand carved, and the cane itself looks quite nice. He's got a sort of that classic 1920s hat. The I can't think of what it's called, but then wireframe brown glasses and a nice, like, well trimmed but thick mustache, sort of a pointed face, and in walks Phineas Dade, um, and he takes a look around the room, and he walks in, sets down his case, looks at the gentleman, sort of gives him a stern nod, and just says, "I take it you are here for the same reason I am." Sort of taps his suitcase with his cane on the side. "Received a letter, have we, boys?"
Looks like you're in the right spot. Read right. And I hand him my card. Investigative journalist.
I think when you say "read right," Phineas leans in and goes, I can do both," and then realizes, "Oh, you're, pardon me, uh, Phineas Dade is the name," and he in turn reaches into his pocket, pulls out a business card, and slides it over to you, and you look down, and it's a very plain card with just white card, black lettering, and it just says Dade and Co. And then on the back, it's got just a little like emblem with his initials, and it says "Antiques and Oddities of the World, Ipswich, Massachusetts," and then a an address underneath. It says, "I'm a purveyor of antiques and oddities, but I'm often sought after for my knowledge. I'm a bit of a history buff and whatnot. So looking forward to working with you, gentlemen. And you, sir, judging by the look on your face, that coffee's not something that I want right now. The name's Phineas, though. Dade." And puts out his hand for Jimothy to greet him as well, and palms him another business card.
Timothy will stand up and kind of greet his handshake with a clasp of his own and be like, "Yeah, you're not wrong. This coffee's a little old. Yeah, it was old yesterday. This is what my friend is saying here. Timothy Duff." And he shakes his hand,
As they shake
and
hands, I take a picture of them both.
and then I'll flip my collar up and be like, "Please, no pictures." And then I will also hand I will also hand him a business card. It'll just say Dove on it, with a cell phone number at the bottom.
I
I
love that
mean,
this is going
just
to
the
be our
number.
thing. This whole campaign, we're just passing out fucking business cards to everybody. We've already got our hook.
Chris is gonna kill us so fast.
Timothy Dove, private investigator. Seems like we got ourselves a big situation here.
The cops are just going to arrest you guys for every crime because your business cards will be at every scene.
I mean, any press is good press. But Phineas will look back and just kind of look around and go, well, I'm not sure about you, gentlemen, but I'm on a bit of a timetable here, and I'd like to know who the big cheese is."
And at that moment, in walks the fourth member of our party, uh, Dr. Percival, if you would introduce your character.
Yes. So in works in an older gentleman, like his early 40s, well groomed. He's got like a nice three-piece suit on, um, but he kind of like stands with a confidence. He's looks like he's like a hard guy, but just not. And he's got a like the cold look in his eyes, very calculating, like a doctor, um, like you would think a doctor would have. He does have a scar down his face, covering like crossing over his left eye, and kind of throws you off a little bit because he's kind of got that like the ruggish good looks, but then this scar just kind of like huh. Yeah. So he walks in. He's the chief medical examiner for Arkham PD. He kind of grew up as a son of a police chief, and his dad was always pressuring him to follow in his footsteps, but um, he had a passion for medicine, so he decided to kind of cut the middle ground. Um, and he got a job at the medical examiner's office out of college, um, and then kind of worked his way up the ladder, and now he's the chief ME over at Arkham PD. Yeah, so he's worked on all crazy different types of cases for the police department, anything from like murder and overdoses to like rare foreign diseases and stuff like that. So he's kind of really expanded his knowledge in the weird parts of medicine. But yeah, so he kind of just walks in and sees two guys shaking hands and a kid taking pictures. So he's just gonna, hello there. Am I in the right place? I got called here for a meeting about a job, trying to find some missing person. Um, but
Read right
this
on the
looks like a
case.
photo op.
I reach out and shake his hand, and I don't give him a card so much as I place a card in like the breast pocket of his coat. Read right, investigative journalist. I specialize in things like this. You see, missing persons and whatnot. What's your name? What's your profile?
Mr. Wright, I'm Dr. Percival Sadekis. You can call me Percy if you so like. I believe I've read some of your pieces. It's very very good work you do.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I did. Definitely helped out Arkham PD in the past. Just doing my duty as a fellow citizen. Do you mind? I hold the camera up and I ask to take a picture.
Uh, uh, sure. I suppose.
Yeah, I simply must insist that I join you then. And Phineas will like go up and put his arm around Percy, even though they like haven't even introduced themselves. He recognizes clout, and he's like he's got to get his name out there. Like that's how he does his business. And so he just like holds his cane, like stands up proud with one arm around you, and just smiles for the photo without really asking.
Percy just kind of stands there stiffly, like not quite sure what's happening.
I take two.
All right, so you fell over there in the dark, drinking what looks to be terrible coffee. What's your name?
Nice to meet you. Stand up and shake his hand with a firm handshake. And Dove, Timothy Dove. Pleasure to meet you, Doctor. Seems like we got ourselves a real one-off case here.
Yes, I'm very interested to learn more about this fella that just up and disappeared and see what we can do to help. But it's curious, very curious indeed.
Very interesting. And then I'll slip him a business card.
Just like collecting business cards and pictures now.
All right. Once we got her, she tells you the same thing. Just waiting for one more member, and you can have a cup of coffee. It's a little old, but it's still fine. So after you guys sit for about 2 minutes, making more small talk, weather, economy, the fact you can't get a drink anywhere. Uh, in walks a 6'2", 225-pound bulwark of a man. Anthony, are you able to introduce your character, or do you still need some time?
Give me like maybe 1-2 minutes. I'm pulling into the house, get the kids out of the car real quick.
Okay. So how's this weather going, huh? I actually looked up Massachusetts weather and crops to make sure that I didn't make it a snowstorm when they don't get a crap ton of snow that stays on the ground, because it's more uh, steady climate. I think it's at 30s, 40s in the winter, and that I didn't put things that would absolutely never growing somewhere.
Oh, yes, it's quite the terrible winter we're having here. Hopefully, this spring comes soon and get rid of all this awful snow.
It's a bit balmy for me. I like it cold. That's cold.
Little Nicky, that's the voice I'm getting up. Just a slightly
Like
deeper Little Nicky.
none of my cases are as cold. I gotta admit, I've never seen Little Nicky.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
we
doing
have to have
yourself
a
a
watch party.
disservice.
It's so good. You need to come
It
over
doesn't.
for a night and just get baked with me and watch Little Nicky.
Perfect.
Wait. How do you feel about Popeye's chicken?
Fucking love Popeye's chicken.
Is it
I've
A, the shiznits, B, okay?
or see the shiz. It's
Popeye's chicken's pretty dope. I haven't had it in a long time.
uh,
I don't even know if they're still a thing.
oh,
No,
there's
they
still
are,
one.
dude. They're growing, man. They're like some of the best fast food these days.
So is Popeyes is their mascot Popeye?
No, it's just called
Uh,
Popeyes.
it's a Louisiana chicken company, so you could get your chicken regular or spicy into the batter. For the sides, you have to get the rice and red beans, and then you get something else. It doesn't matter. And then a biscuit that will choke you if you don't have something to drink. But for some reason, it is so good.
I know I pass one every single time we go to volleyball on Mondays. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on there? There's always a huge line. Now I know why.
So in walks Silas.
Yeah, so in walks this like pretty tall, massive of a man. Uh, you know, just average clothes that would be for the time. The hat, just hitting 20s detective. And you immediately see him walk in and kind of just take stock of everyone. And then, like, instantly, he'll recognize Percival since he was the lead detective for Arkham Police Department and chief medical examiner. Safe to say they know each other. Hey, Percy. See, you got roped into it. Whatever the hell this is, huh?
Ah, Silas, good to see you, man. Yes, got a call or a telegram not too long ago and asked me to come on down. Apparently, they need some medical expertise in case we find this fella and he's injured, sick, or something of the sort.
Well, I mean, if they got us in here, it's probably something serious. And he'll just kind of take stock of everyone else and kind of, size them all up and then pull out his business card. Can I roll for how good my business card is?
Sure, how about for the first roll, you give us a luck roll.
What is this shit
So
business card? It's like full of holes or something.
it's all soggy. It's got wet from the rain. Luck is, I think everyone's standard is like 50, right?
No, everybody has a different amount.
Yeah, okay. Let me pull it up real quick. It would be under characteristics and roles, right?
Yeah, it should be in the top right corner.
Yeah, mine's 50. All right. Here we go. First roll of the game, gentlemen. Shit. Absolute shit. So he pulls out, it's all like soggy and like wet and crumpled, kind of falling apart. Silas Thorne, the detective. Nice to meet y'all. Just kind of places it on the table.
I will step across the way and hand him one of my business cards. Read Wright, investigative journalist. We're here to take a few things down, it looks like. Crack a case wide open. Nice to meet you. And as he takes my business card, I snap a photo with the camera.
Phineas is somehow in that photo as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Silas reads business card and like looks at it. A journalist, huh? Always hated journalists, always making my job harder. Then he like crumples the business card and just kind of tosses it to the side.
Well, good thing I'm not a journalist then. And Phineas reaches around like almost over your shoulder and just pops a business card in your like coat pocket.
Oh, yeah, I mean, nice to meet you, Phineas. Kind of in my personal bubble there, but
Well, that'll only make us faster friends, good lad. And he sort of like kips his cane a little bit and returns to his seat.
Jimothy will get up and hand him a card as well. Dove, Jimothy Dove, private investigator. Nice to meet you.
any background in the force there, Jimothy?
Well, just my own sort of business.
So you don't have any actual like police like work in the bag. You're just a self-proclaimed private eye.
Self-proclaimed, and no case left cold here, including this one.
Right. Kind of stands to the side. That's kind of a odd group, huh, Percy's?
As you all, talk for a little, eventually, Rosemary, the receptionist, Silas, stands up and says, "All right, gentlemen, the brothers are ready for you. If you'll just follow me." And she walks you between the little flapping gate into the backside, and you pass by three offices, each with the brother's name on the door, Reginald, Walter, and Herbert, and she leads you into a conference room. It's nothing special. It's a 10-foot desk, about 4 or 5 chairs on each side of it. And as you walk in, you see three men already in there. And they stand up and introduce themselves. On the left is a tall, scrawny man with dark brown hair, a few grays creeping through, wearing a pair of glasses, and he's clean shaven. Introduces himself as, "Hi, yes, I'm Reginald." Sitting in the middle is a short, shorter man, salt and pepper hair with a receding hairline. He has a pencil mustache, wearing a doesn't look like it fits the best, a little loose on him, gray suit, and introduces himself as, "Yes, I am Walter." And then furthest to the right is mostly bald. You can tell he's the oldest brother, Van Buren Sideburns. He says, he introduces himself. "Yes, I am Herbert Dodge. Please sit." And as you all sit, Walter starts doing the talking. Says, "Yes, gentlemen, thank you for showing up. As you can tell, Gamwell's not a very big town, though we aren't hurting. A lot of big farms in the area. We tend to do all their stuff. However, one of our clients is Mr. Arthur Cornthwaite. I don't know if you've heard of him beyond our mention, but he's an adventurer, and last month he had just come back from South America and said it was his last expedition. And well, Reginald talked to him. Reginald speaks up. "Yes, I saw him on January 7th, and to discuss some matters, but he was very antsy about something. Uh, he wouldn't tell me what, and it's rude to ask. So I didn't bother him." And Walter's, jumps back in. "Yes. Anyway, a few weeks ago, he disappeared, and we don't know where. I mean, we went to his house and knocked on the door, opened the front, and yelled in, 'Anybody home?' But there was no answer. We got the sheriff, Sheriff Whitford, in town. He said he went and took a look and didn't see any foul play, but it's not like Arthur. Whenever he leaves, he lets us know he's going, so that should anything happen on one of his expeditions, we know how to handle his assets. But he hasn't done that. And in fact, we've seen nobody come or go from his house. And so we need to know what happened to him. One, so that we can know what he wants us to do, of course. But in the unfortunate case that, maybe he died, brought back a disease from South America that just ravished him right out or something, and we need to be able to sell his place. Now, mind you, that's only if he's dead, but that is a very desirable property. So I know that it'll be a quick sell. And so that's why we reached out to you, gentlemen. We've, of course, talked to people, acquaintances of ours, those in the profession from various cases, and they've all said that you are all good at finding people who are hard to find in one way or the other. And they looked at Percy, and that you can usually figure out a disease, even a foreign one, whether it's contagious or whatnot. And so we would need that for a death certificate. And so that's why we hired you. Now, the pay is, we're looking at $100 uh, for this. And in case you're wondering, $100 in 1920s was the equivalent of $1,900. So they're not lowball. Um, and if it should turn out that he has passed and we are to sell the house, we would, and it's sellable for a quick sale, turnkey. We'd be willing to offer you an additional 100 on top of it. Does that sound reasonable to you, gentlemen?
Let me get this straight. So you're trying to find him so you can get, if he's dead, you can sell his property. That's the only reason you're trying to find this man.
Seems like that's what they're going for.
No, 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 no. You misunderstand. We want him alive, but we handle his expenses, minus paying for staff. So any occurrence of incoming or outgoing funds, he usually gives us a directive for, and we do not have one for March. So we don't. I mean, we could figure out pay the phone bill, pay the light bill, but what he wants us to do beyond that, we do not know, and so we need him to tell us. And heaven forbid, one of his adventures got the better of him. Then we would be able to just turn his place over. What we're saying is, while you investigate, don't tear down any walls, pull up any floorboards, smash any windows. Is more of what we're going for on that one.
All right. Well, so seems the incentive lies in finding him dead. Is there an incentive of us finding him alive and well?
Yes, continuing payments to our law firm. We get a small, tiny pop from the sale of the property, but let's just face it, that money would be gone on renovations and stuff, and it's better to have clients who pay every month than a one lump sum. I mean, would you not agree?
Oh, wholeheartedly. I was more talking about our incentive for finding him alive, maybe saving him from some bad stuff.
Oh well, in that case, your incentive would be he is a very generous man. I'm sure you being able to find him and notify us of him, he'd be more than happy to probably add a bonus as a personal thank you.
Can Reed do whatever the Cthulhu equivalent of an insight check is? Can I scope this dude down? Is this guy fucking with me?
Give me a psychology check.
Can I get in on that as well? I was thinking that too, because Percy just been kind of like sitting quietly listening.
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
new and meeting new people.
I
Why
would
don't you all roll one?
Sure. I would say
I
that
have
I just want it noted that Reed would probably be
mm,
scribbling down every bit of this conversation that he could into his notes. You know, the questions they asked and what they were asking us to find, and like what the reward said, what the reward is, etc. Just to have it documented.
so I have a 40 psychology and I rolled a 22. Ooh, good lord, a 9.
I got a 9 under 50.
Oof. Psychology. Where is the psychology? Oh, psychology. 50. So what fell? So oops.
Ugh. 71 over 40.
So I think
Jimmy, yeah,
me and Percy has.
Jimothy and Reed, you're busy. Reed, you're taking down all your notes, as you said you were. So you kind of aren't getting a read on them. And Jimothy, you're probably thinking of your wife and daughter, or just distracted by watching Reed write as fast as he is, and kind of looking over that. You also aren't really reading their signs. Um, Same thing with you, Phineas. You're not that interested if he's telling the truth about this guy or not anyway. You're a little bit more interested in those South American artifacts that he probably came back with that you might be able to procure for your collection. Uh, Percy and Silas, you look at him and you can see little beads of sweat, but you realize it's nerves. These are not big city lawyers. They handle wills and small disputes. They're not Matlock. Uh, so you do get the idea they are telling the truth, and if anything, it's more out of concern of losing a client than anything else.
Silas will kind of just, pick up on that and just kind of, it's just a rule of the trade, he just can't help but notice it. And you sure you're telling us everything there? You seem a little nervous. It's awfully cold outside and you're in here sweating.
No, we have nothing to hide. I mean, this is a small town. There's nothing that goes on. The sheriff barely has anything to do. No, it is. Mr. Cornthwaite has become a very big part of this community. He is a big donor and helps with all the fundraisers. He has donated collections to the library and just generally well liked. So why he would disappear for us out of the blue, it's just baffling. And all we have of his, I mean, all we do is we deal with his, as I said, his expenses. We have his books, his accounts, and his will. And which you can look at any of that except his will, of course. That is only upon his known passing. Uh, but otherwise, yeah, we just want our client back. And as for the house, as I said, if it turns out he's passed, that house is worth a lot of money, and we'd be happy to give you a bonus since he would not be able to provide one, being dead.
Well, I don't know about the rest of these guys, but I didn't travel all this way just to stand around and talk all day. Yeah, I guess, point us in direction of his last known location. Probably a good place to start, unless there's any objections.
No, I was just thinking the same thing as well. Last known location, if there's anything possibly at his house that we could look into, something of the sort.
Well, I mean, yes, the last known, well, I guess the last suspected would be from his home, a few miles outside of town. Last person that we know spoke to him was Reginald over here, and Reginald will speak up. Yeah, like I said, all I we just talked, very minor going into February expenses. He said he was done with South America and didn't explain why, but he seemed really anxious. But I,
So,
I, I don't know why.
South America, you say? Well, I rather intrigued by South America myself, good man. Is there anything else you can tell us about your man Arthur? Though I'm not entirely sure how to proceed. I mean, if he's gone off the deep end, if he's gotten a little wacky, was he into anything? Was he hard up on the drugs? Did he work with the wrong sort of people? I mean, how's he making his money?
Silas pulls out his notepad and starts taking notes too.
So, also, did he mention? Say he's obsessed with lost African tribes and tribes in general and whatnot. Was there a specific group of people that he was going overseas for to investigate? Any sort of information of such could help us narrow down.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, the answer to pretty much all your questions is no. He was not big into drugs, as I said. When he was in town, he had the occasional drink, but he wasn't a drunkard. Uh, he recently donated a bunch of his library to our local library, expanded their book collection. So, as for what he was into, you could talk to them. When we went to his house, like I said, he stood in the doorway and just yelled in. We did send Sheriff Whitford, and he said he did a proper investigation and uh, came back with his findings. He claims it looked fine, but I still don't trust it, which is why we had to go to outside source. You gentlemen. The only other person who may know anything about him would be over at the Gamwell Gazette. You can speak with Stan Artemis. He's the editor over there. They've written a few articles on Mr. Cornthwaite, so he may have a better understanding. I mean, understand, ours was strictly professional. We took in what his income was from his various expeditions. We paid out his bills as he asked, which is why we have his accounting books. And we just handled any legal business he had. Weren't close or personal friends by any means.
I don't
Oh,
suppose. Hello, hi, Reed Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't suppose Mr. Arthur had an office anywhere in town. Perhaps here, even?
No, any business he conducted was out of his home. He had a study, and he didn't have a reason to have a business here.
Reginald, you said you spoke to him right before he disappeared. How long ago was that?
Oh, it was about 6 weeks ago. Uh, I spoke to him June 7th, or January 7th. Sorry, I was nervous. I spoke with him January 7th, and then by January 16th, we were getting concerned uh, because he usually came about that time. He'd send his nieces Valentine's Day gifts and whatnot. And he always liked to do it early because, it takes forever to get your order to the cities and the catalogs and then sent to wherever. But he never showed up. Uh, and so, yeah, last time we saw him was January 7th, but nobody that we know of has definitely seen him since January 16th. And we got tired of waiting and the sheriff not doing anything.
You had mentioned that he had seemed anxious, and it didn't specify why. Anything you can tell us about maybe what might have been making him feel that way?
We're going to roll off your psychology. He said, no, he didn't mention anything about why he could be nervous or why he was done with South America. And you could tell there's something that he doesn't want to say, but he's holding back. And
You want me to
who
roll
was
that
it that?
psychology?
No, I'm giving you and Percy that because you guys
Oh,
got a
okay.
good psychology. You are already kind of studying him.
And this is Reginald saying this?
Yes.
So Silas will kind of step up, kind of being that he's a big guy, and Reginald, I came a long way. You're hiring us to do a job, and I want to do that job. There's one thing I don't like, and that's being lied to or having things held back. They could help me do my job. So I'm gonna ask you again, Reginald. What was there anything that you can tell us about why he was anxious? And I'll try to use my imposing figure to intimidate him a little.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Shit, I didn't even check if I have good intimidation.
You're about to
I mean,
find
you
out,
must.
aren't you?
Where would that be?
I'm looking.
It's kind of on the
It's
right hand
on
side, like lower
middle
middle,
right.
yeah, middle right.
Yeah, you have a 50. So yeah,
Shit,
you're pretty intimidating.
all right, no whammies, no whammies, good rolls. Son of a gun, dude, that's awful. Silas trips up and fumbles on his words as he's trying to be intimidating.
So here's what you can do. You have two options. One, you could burn 46 points of luck to make that a success. I would not recommend that because then you'd be about out. Two, you can push the roll. You can change up how you're talking or go even harder on intimidate and roll again. If you fail on a push roll, there's consequence. In this case, he's going to probably piss himself and run out of the office. So you won't be able to question him anymore for a while.
And you can't use
Uh,
luck on a push roll, correct?
you cannot use luck on a push roll.
Yeah.
It's fail or pass or fail.
Yeah.
Is there
Or you
like
can just
any
accept
sort?
results.
Is there any sort of assisting?
How would you assist?
I mean, I would also kind of stand up and just be like, I also don't like my time being wasted here. And if there's some information you're withholding that can help us solve this, I would consider that a waste of time and our time.
Let's see.
A flash of a bulb goes off as I get a picture of these two dudes threatening Reginald.
I turn around, no pictures.
Since it's the same objective, using sort of the same thing, I'll say you can push the roll using your intimidate if you would like. And I'll give you a bonus die since it's now two of you.
Fuck it, let's do it.
So the way a bonus die works is you roll a d100 and then you re-roll the percentile die. So the one with 10, 20, 30. And you take the better, the lower first number, and the second number stays the same. So you roll a 42 and a 62. You take the 42. If you're going to use Avery, I'd say roll a d100 and then roll a d10, and we can say the 10 replaces the front number.
Okay.
Can Jimothy give me inspiration?
Timothy's very inspiring.
So
Um,
it's the push roll is going to be off of Jimothy's intimidation then?
Yes, since he stood up second, and I looked and he has a higher score than you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Damn it, Timothy.
Oh my god, dude.
It's this.
Roll
I've
a
got good
d10.
intimidation too. What the fuck?
Okay, wait, roll a d10 because it might lower it a little bit.
All right, one
You guys,
d10.
you guys both stood up to intimidate this guy and just tripped and fell on your
We
ass.
accidentally kissed.
I spilled my fucking coffee all over me.
A 7 or lower, or except a 10. 10
There
counts
you
as
go.
a 0, so that's a good score. All right, 20. With a score of 70, that would make it an extreme success. So, Silas, you were, not that he shrank back a little, but just something about Jimothy. You see him just kind of plop back down in the chair and really shrinking on himself. Says, well, there's one thing, and he grabs a book and he starts flipping through on expenses. And says, yes, here when I spoke with him, he asked for salt, and I don't mean a little bit of salt. He actually asked for a dump truck full of salt, which didn't explain why. It's weird. So we didn't fulfill that order. 'Cause honestly, that's what I mean by he was acting weird. That's what has us perplexed. So we didn't fill the order. It's on standby. And I was going to ask him again if that's still what he wanted, but he's not here to respond. So
Okay, I think at this point Reed will close his notebook after writing all these notes down, and he will look at this Reginald and be like, "All right, you see, we're gonna find your guy, but don't you think maybe you should honor his request? What if it's important that he has this salt? You ever think that you might be putting someone's life in danger by not doing exactly as he asked? I think you should put the order in for the salt now. Yesterday, even. Get on it, Reginald. Seriously."
give me a. What would be good for you?
I got like fast talk or intimidate. They're not bad.
Well, you didn't say anything intimidating, so I'd say that was some fast talking. You're trying to get him to uh, do this thing. So
I must have rubbed elbows with these other. I'm still shook from fucking Silas just crumpling one of my best cards and throwing it on the ground like it was nothing. My ego took a hit there. Can I push the roll then?
how are you going to push it?
I'm going to. I'm going to get close, and I'm going to say, Reginald. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. There's a certain percentage of my employers who hire me as kind of like a diversion. You wouldn't happen to be one of those guys, would you? I might need to get a profile picture with you. I tap the camera. I say, just in case our police friend here doesn't have to make a composite sketch, so we kind of know where to find you. You put that order through, and you put that order through right now, and you can thank me later when your boss returns grateful. It could be the difference between a raise or a promotion.
Give me an intimidate roll, and it is a push roll
Oh boy.
because you weren't fast talking on that. That was straight up intimidation.
Ooh, yeah, 25. My intimidate's 50.
So that's a hard success. So yes, no, yeah, nothing like that. But you're right. We don't know that he was crazy. We'll get the truck and we will send it over. Uh, and then Walter pipes back up. Yes. So we'll get the truck sent over. Now we did book you guys rooms at the boarding house in town, at our expense, of course. So we will cover that charge for how long you are there. Although you also have free use of the house, which we would recommend. Probably should be most of your time. Pull out a key ring and so here's the front door key and a key to the back door. Okay, so when you're ready to go there, just use those keys and see what you can find. And if you get tired, you are free to sleep there as well. You just do have rooms at the boarding house in town, and in case you're gets late and you don't want to go out there quite yet, that's perfectly fine as well.
Silas, you can grab the keys and uh, no time like today. So let's get it moving, fellas.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
sounds like this might work out in my favor. I mean, you figure if we find them, we get paid. And if we don't find them, we still get paid. And they put a lot of stuff on sale. And in my experience, people with this amount of money, they have some rarities that might be the bee's knees for my shop. Best make haste, boys. Time is of the essence, and time is money.
I agree. Let's get on the move, fellas. Maybe we freshen up first, and then go talk to this Stan Artemis, the editor of the paper. If anybody's got information, it's probably the editor of the paper.
Well, Reed, I think it might be best if we go check the house first. That way we know if he's lying about anything, and we just have more information.
All right, fair.
And
I see your point.
as they're all heading out, Mr. Dove will turn around and just be like, and like Mr. Rice said, freshen up. You might want to freshen up that pot of coffee.
She just gives you a flat look, but with a smile on her face. All right, so as
Was
you
it
exit the
something
building, no, it was old. Uh, as you walk out of the building, you have 6 cars or 5 cars. Are you all going to drive separate, or are you going to carpool?
Separate.
How far
Wait,
is this
wait.
office
If
from the
there's 5
boarding
cars,
house?
are they all Model Ts? Like what? What's the fanciest car? Who's got the best looking car? There's got to be a jalopy in here.
First of all, he must.
I think
The cheapest car is going to belong to Jimothy, but
It's a good car.
he still has a decent one. I
He's
think
got a horse and carriage.
I think I might have the
Low
highest credit rating.
profile.
yeah, I think
I
Percy has the
don't.
nicest one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's what's it called? The Pierce Arrow Model 133. Sounds
How many
cool.
does it seat?
I think it's 4.
So on the way out,
It's
Silas
one.
will,
Yeah, it's one of the bigger, older cars.
hey, Percy, how about we go to the boarding house and freshen up, drop our stuff off, and then we can carpool in your car, save on some gas.
Yeah, of course. That sounds fine with me.
I'd imagine nobody wants to leave their car here, so it's probably best to rendezvous at the boarding house unless there's any objections.
Well, I certainly won't be leaving Betsy here. Not with the riffraff running around. And he like opens the door to it, like a pretty moderately nice car. He's got a decent credit rating. And it says on the side in like gold filigree, Dade and Co.
I'd imagine Jimothy's car is like doing the coffin shit and like
It backfires when he fires it up. He's got to gas it just to get it going.
It looks
Ooh,
like Chitty
yeah.
Chitty Bang Bang.
that was a nice car. You don't diss chitty chitty bang bang.
No, when he rolled, he pretty much with his luck roll, because he had a luck roll to see if you even owned one. We went with one. I would call it the Toyota Camry of the 1920s cars. Like
Excellent
it
gas.
runs just fine. It just you're not going to look at it a second time.
That's
It's
four
discreet.
hamsters and a 2x4 right there. What the hell are you doing?
Jimmy is on a bike.
It's an amazing observation.
Maybe you should ride with me, Jimothy. I don't know. Don't worry. I don't think anybody's gonna. And this riffraff ain't gonna mess with your car.
In fact, I might leave it alone. I think. That's a very kind offer, Mr. Wright. I will join you. And I go and grab my briefcase out of my horse and buggy.
Perfect. So after you load up your various vehicles and you drive over, it's a couple blocks. It looks like a converted two-story house. One of those older style, used to be a plantation type home. It says Haggerty's house out front. As you walk in, there's a small. The foyer has been converted into sort of a small lobby. You see an older gentleman with a little comb over, flannel shirt, blue jeans, sitting behind the desk, doing some paperwork. A short, squat, frumpy woman just sweeping the entryway. As you walk in, they both look up and smile at you. Oh, hello, welcome to the Haggerty house. I'm Hank, and this is my wife, Edith. What? How can I help you, gentlemen?
Reed Wright here, investigative journalist. We were told we had a room, or I look back, 5.
So he looks down and, oh yes, the third floor or the second floor. Walter saved them the other day. Yeah, 5 rooms. He didn't know how comfortable you gentlemen would be with each other. Now, and he pulls out 5 keys. They're all next to each other. We do serve a breakfast in the morning. Edith makes a wonderful French toast. I tell you what. Now, understand this is a clean home. There is no smoking, absolutely no alcohol, and we will notify the sheriff as it is illegal in the U.S. thanks to the wonderful amendment that passed a few years back. No unmarried couples, so there's no floozies or fraternizing in this house. And no nonsense. We do have a 9:30 curfew. The town is closed anyway, so the only people out at past that time are up to no good. Otherwise, you gentlemen enjoy your stay. I'm so happy to have you here.
Can I roll a luck to see if Percy had some sort of flask or something of booze?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Everybody forgets 1920s was Prohibition America.
Oh, I remember. 100. Oh yeah, 13 under. What's my luck? 55.
So 15, you said under 55?
13.
13 under 55. So that's a hard success. I'd say you have a flask of a good mid shelf.
Yeah, so he just hears her say that and then kind of like pats his chest because where he's got the flask hidden in his inside pocket of his jacket, just, like made him think of it, checking if it's still there. He's like, oh okay, and then carries on, grabs his key.
Does anybody else want to see about their drinking habits while we're on it?
I guess I'll roll a luck check to see if Silas is a raving alcoholic.
I'll make a check to see. I mean, it wasn't too uncommon. Oh shit!
Yeah, we're all fucking alcoholic.
My luck is 50, and I rolled a 9, so that's pretty good, right?
Mine's
Oh,
50 and I rolled a
that's
45.
Silas. You have a flask of something cheap. Reed, you have a flask of whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Maybe it was a gift.
Yeah. I would say like maybe like Reed will go out and grab like his like a traveling case, maybe like a briefcase. Just kind of get settled into his room, bring his like luggage up or whatnot, and stuffed deep in the crevasses of Reed's fucking travel bag is in fact just a like a fifth of whiskey. But yeah,
Perfect.
Reed will take up everything and get settled into the room. Maybe hit the washroom, wash his face and hands, etc.
And what's your luck score there, Jimothy?
I want to say it's 40. Let me double check it. 40.
Okay, so yeah, yours is a hard success. So you also have a good mid-shelf liquor. And then Phineas, what sort of success did you have?
Regular success, 28 under 35.
So bottom shelf for you as well. Maybe you tend to share, so you carry something cheap just to get people liquored up to get a better deal.
And yeah, he doesn't bring the good giggle water on the road with him.
All right, so yeah, you're showing upstairs to each of your rooms. It's a basic layout: a full-size bed, a three-drawer dresser, a small armoire to hang up a few shirts, and one chair, a sofa-type chair in the corner with a small end table, writing desk next to it, and that's about it. You're able to go in and drop off your stuff, no problems.
Yeah, Silas would just kind of like change into a fresh pair of clothes, after the long drive over and take a shower, all that, and just kind of after all that, wait in the lobby for Percy.
Yeah, Percy would just like freshen up real quick, maybe do like a horse bath. What's it called? Like just take a towel, wipe his bits, put on a little cologne, um, and take a little sip from his flask, and then head on
A
down.
horse bath.
Teeth pitch crotch out the door.
Yep.
All right, and the other three going to take a separate car.
Oh, yeah,
And
for
where?
sure. I'll drive you, gentlemen, if you'd like to jump in my stately buggy.
Well, I'll take you up on that, good man. I don't want to put too many miles on Betsy. She does see me around the country looking for odds and whatnot. So any mileage spared is gonna keep her going that much longer. Much obliged.
I just want
Mine's
to make a point of reference. Silas would move. Like I know we said I had like a flashlight, extra supplies in his car, like the first aid kit, the flashlight. He put it in Percy's trunk.
Noted.
I think Reed would probably, as soon as he got out of the house, light a smoking pipe and then happily just kind of chauffeur these guys around.
All right, so where are we going, gentlemen?
I think the best place to start is his house. Last place he was known to be.
Yeah, the Gazette's a lead, but not this late at night. So
Uh, Silas in his notebook has speak to Gazette, speak to Sheriff since he did a walkthrough of the house before we got here. So we can, if anything's missing, of sort. So we have two leads, Sheriff and the Gazette.
All right, so you start driving out of town. It's about 10 miles outside, pass by a couple farmlands, and you approach a stone spiked wall leading it to a gate that is currently padlocked. Through the gate, you can see a long driveway, and it seems to be a garden surrounding it, but the garden seems like it hasn't been cared for a while. In inspecting the gate, yeah, you find out it's padlocked, and the lawyers did not give you a key.
don't suppose one of you fellas has nimble fingers. They seem to have forgotten to give us a key for that, and it's going to be a bit of a problem.
Did I do like a luck check to see if I have like a lockpick or something? Is that a thing?
Well, I would say as a private investigator, you having a lock set, do you have skills in it?
That's a excellent question. Lockpick.
I
Let me
have a
look.
1%.
Should be locksmith.
I have locksmith. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a 60 locksmith, so I'd say you definitely carry set around. So give me a locksmith check.
Silas
Wow.
pulls out his gun. Well, if this don't work, we can always do it the old-fashioned way.
Easy, easy. If we can get in there quietly, it'd be preferred. As I say from the other car. Oof.
Yeah, you start working that lock, picking at it, and you know, maybe because it's cold, maybe because it's new, this lock just is not coming.
Could I check
Could I
pushing?
maybe do a spot hidden or something to see if there's like a rock or something that I can maybe try to break this lock with?
Uh, sure. Give me a spot hidden.
Love you too, my baby.
What'd you say?
You heard him.
I said I love you too, my baby.
All right.
Son of a bitch, dude.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay,
And what?
I have a good spot
Uh,
hidden. Can I push the roll and like look more aggressively?
Can I take
so you're gonna
pictures
look
of
a
Thank you
lot.
Silas
so much.
looking
Can I
aggressively?
can I push the roll? How would you push the roll? I look harder.
I would say you can push the roll, and it'll be an extra 20 minutes that you spend really looking for a rock, while the others just kind of stand around.
I
Okay.
think I think Reed would take a few pictures of the property from the gate. I guess maybe take a picture of the locked gate, and what I could see from the gate towards the manor or whatever it is.
I still fucking failed, dude.
So
Could I?
you
Could I
keep
press the button?
looking, and you find the only rock that's of a good size. Feels like it's got a good heft. And you go over to the lock and you smash it down, but it's actually just a frozen clump of dirt. And it just crumbles all around this lock. As you spent, and pretty much spent 20 minutes of everybody's time looking for this dirt clod.
God damn it, Percy, you don't have a tire iron or something in your trunk?
Don't suppose you fellas have a chain and a hook by chance? Maybe we could just simply pop the chain, tie it to one of the cars, have one of the cars back up, and
Wait, Percy, do you have a tire iron in your truck?
That's a good question. Can I roll a luck check for that? See if I have some sort of tire iron or tool.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Tire iron not included.
he used it and forgot to put it back.
Yeah. 11 under 55.
Yep, you got one, and it's still pretty good looking.
Has
Okay,
never been used.
I'm going to take that tire iron and I'm going to hit the lock with it using a strength roll.
Makes sense why this ex-officer didn't really like journalists around. Am I right?
Silas kind of reaches for his gun and thinks twice.
I reach for my gun, but
Yeah,
it's
give me a
start.
strength.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking dude, if I throw this shit. Okay, I have a 70 strength and I rolled a 53.
So yeah, you're reach back and you're able to smash this lock open, gaining access to the gate. Uh, as you open it, you are greeted with, as I said, a wide garden circling around this house. A long drive leading back, but it's dense enough you can't actually see the house. In fact, everybody give me a spot hidden check.
Ooh, nice. 9 on my skill's 45. I got a 9.
Oh, nice. Extreme.
Fuck.
I take a picture again and blind Jimothy and Phineas same time.
Ah, no pictures.
he takes his glasses off and starts rubbing his eyes and says, "My God, man, point that somewhere else."
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to document everything I see.
Normally, I'd like to be in a photo, but goddamn, not if it costs me my eyes.
That's like what? The 6th time he's done it?
I do it again to Jimothy just cause.
So yes, you snap this picture because now you have an unobstructed view. From this brief camera flash, Jimothy and Phineas being unlucky and right in view of the light bulb, kind of blink and look away. But the rest of you are able to see just barely through the brush of the garden, the outside of the house. Few steps leading up to a balcony. You can see the roof a little bit over the top. You also notice off to your right, the roof of a small building uh, near the wall directly to your right side and the house in front of you. And that is where we will bookmark tonight, gentlemen.
As we make our way to the manor. Very nice, very nice.
Fun.
As we make our way to certainly see cosmic horrors and go insane.
I'm still pissed. I spent 20 minutes looking for a pump of dirt.
Like a pile of dirt.
I think it's hilarious. We didn't have that many issues with Doors playing D&D, but Call of Cthulhu, a lot.
Maybe it's just I am lucky with Call of Cthulhu, at least for this first session, but I didn't really typically roll super well during D&D, but I've been rolling fucking rocks with Call of Cthulhu.
Dude, it's very extremes for me. It's like under 10 or north of 90. It's like very little in between. I either fucking passed greatly or
Yep.
failed greatly.
I rolled like 490s, dude. My fucking card, the 2 dirts, like it was horrible.
I think the universe is fucking with me because the only time I have rolled well was on my luck check. I failed everything else.
Oh, with this last one, Reed, Silas, and Percy put a check mark next to spot hidden.
Ooh, a check mark. What does that mean?
So in a normal campaign, you don't level up.
Oh yeah.
But after certain points, usually story arc or like when we fought the fire giants, after that point where you would normally say, well, you level up now. Instead, what you could do is advance your character, and where you have a check mark, which is based on a success in that skill with no luck and without pushing the roll. Then when you go to level up, you can roll against it, and if you would quote unquote fail, so you roll higher than what your score is, you get to add a d10 to your score. So it's the way you improve your character.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And while we won't have time to do that, I thought it'd be fun to still introduce it so that it becomes like a understanding and a habit if we do a longer form to kind of have that already in the back pocket.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Hells yeah. Thanks, Chris. That was a fucking good little intro sesh. Getting right to the meat of the story already. It's nice.
Excited to see where it goes.
I'm ready to go crazy.
Crazy for love.
Although I
Yeah.
do pretty good sanity points, I think. 60. It's above average or above like middle ground. We'll see if
Very
I.
average.
Yeah, I'm averagely lame.
Just wait. All these pictures are going to come in handy. We're going to have like a fucking bunch of yarn coming through all these pictures, like a Beautiful Mind style. So we're all like conspiracy theoried out. And we all come to the conclusion. And that's fucking why we need to drop Silas in the fucking lake.
On for scheduling purposes. So this Saturday is going to be the difference between whether we make the playoffs or not. So if we make the playoffs, it'll be the same thing next week. Need to let it start on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. But if we don't make the playoffs, the season will be over, and next week you can just go back to regular programming. So Saturday, I'll more or less let y'all know what Wednesday will look like for me.
Hells yeah, man. Sounds good. Good luck.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
dude.
hope you're
Very stressful.
always.
The fine line between being a coach for your son is like a great thing, but like you want to, when he messes up, you kind of take it personal too. Like he had a opportunity for a first down catch early and he caught it out of bounds, and I was like, oh my god, bro! Like it's just those little things like it's so much fun, bro. Like I don't know if y'all have any if you, I think y'all, Chris, you have a boy, right?
2.
Too. And once they get in sports, I don't know if they play sports up there, but man, it just becomes like you're so invested in it. It's amazing.
Soccer, and yes, you cheer them on like it's the freaking professionals, and you're just like, wait, I don't really care.
But yeah, so I'll let y'all more. I'll let y'all know Saturday what's it gonna look like for the next week.
Cool, man, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's fine. I know we didn't get a ton of time in, but I still enjoyed this little session we got it.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Set up some
Definitely.
interesting characters, dude. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun.
We should start a Deadpool to see who's gonna die first.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna be walking around here for like a week talking like an asshole, so I can try to master Reed Wright's voice. I'll be walking around. Yeah, that's what you get. You see, type of shit.
It's full on
Oh,
monster.
gangster.
I know. If we were taking bets, I'd probably guess my character. I'd bet on me dying first because Silas is big, dumb, and stupid.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna die because I'm basically just a semi-wealthy nerd. I'm all knowledge and shit like that. Like I'm not good at brawl or anything of the sort, so my survivability is low.
Well, a little peek behind the curtain. You're all going to die. Let's just be honest.
For sure. It's our first
I
Call of
forgot.
Cthulhu
It's
run. We're all gonna get killed, probably TPK'd in the first combat.
it's
It's gonna
Call
be
of
great.
Cthulhu though, but run by Chris, who is just bloodthirsty as hell. So who are we kidding?
He's got you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just let you DM the game that it has like one of the highest death rates of any TTRPG.
We're done.
He's gonna let out all that pent up Locris rage he had over the 100 or so sessions.
No longer DM, now it's DS for Dark Souls.
Yeah. All the times
Iframes.
Locris annoyed Locris or Anthony pissed off Chris is gonna come to bite me in the ass right now.
Yeah, probably.
My body is ready.
But is the spirit.
No, not right.
Definitely not.
That's funny. All right, fellas, I'm gonna take off. I got some grub I'm gonna smash out. So let's keep in touch. Do this crazy thing again soon. This was fun. I enjoyed it. One more again sometime soon.
All right, sounds
Yeah,
good.
have a good night.
All right,
All right,
boys.
later,
everyone.
Thanks again,
Thanks,
Chris.
Chris.